Let's talk about what you do. Do you work or are you a student?
You know, I want to be a nice guy. I think I am a nice guy. I'm proud of being. I love people.
Yeah.
But my most important job is to run this country great. I built it once so great. Turn it off, now we're doing it again. And it's happening.
And you're ready to roll.
It's going to be better than ever. But here's the thing. I've got to do that, folks. You know,
What job do you do?
My job is to protect the health of American patients and Americans first, and that's what we're doing.
Do you meet interesting people in your job?
Tomorrow I'm meeting with the president of Mexico. I say that to the media because it's going to be quite a meeting. He's a good man, he's a friend of mine, and we have a great relationship with Mexico, so we'll be meeting tomorrow.
How long have you been doing this sort of work?
There's been nothing like this since 1917. That's more than 100 years ago.
Let's go on to talk about friends now. Are your friends mostly your age or different ages?
teachers over 60 or 65 years old, the teachers.
He looks like he's 21 years old. He said, "You've worked here a long time, Gary. Whatever you're doing, it's working."
Got another one over here. The young man's 10 years old.
Billy and John were 3 and 5 years old.
The last time you saw your friends, what did you do together?
That's correct.
Well, we had a great gentleman here yesterday, you know that, right? President of Mexico. And we had a tremendous dialogue going. We're working very well with Mexico, as you know. A lot of people didn't think that was going to happen, and it happened beyond anybody's expectation, so it was really good. It's a great day.
In what ways are your friends important to you?
But it's never been stronger, never been closer. We're doing a tremendous job together. We're cherished friends, partners, and neighbors. Our cooperation is founded on mutual trust and mutual respect between the two of us and between our two countries. And we honor the great dignity of both nations.
I'd like to move on to talk about food and cooking now. What kind of food do you like to eat?
Battle Creek. I've been eating Battle Creek cereals for a long time. Too much. Too much. They're still making great cereal, right? I hope. And scallops. I like scallops. Good. We'll have plenty of scallops to eat. This is why I've taken decisive action. And we're going to send our fishermen out there. You're going to go fishing in that area now that you haven't seen for a long time. Lobstermen and seafood producers. I want to just congratulate you.
Thank you. And what is your full name?
And I'll start with me. My name is Donald John Trump.
Where did you grow up?
So I grew up in Queens, New York, and right next to a place called Elmhurst, Queens. And they have a hospital that's a very good hospital, Elmhurst Hospital, right? I've known it. I've known where it is. I can tell you the color on the outside, the size of the windows. I mean, I know it very well, right? I was near my community where I lived. And I've been watching that for the last week on television. Body bags all over in hallways. I've been watching them bring in trailer trucks, freezer trucks. They're freezer trucks because they can't handle the bodies. There's so many of them. This is essentially in my community, in Queens, New York. I've seen things that I've never seen before. I mean, I've seen them, but I've seen them on television in faraway lands. I've never seen them in our country. Elmhurst Hospital, unbelievable people. I mean, when I see the trucks pull up to take out bodies, and these are trucks that are as long as the Rose Garden, and they're pulling up to take out bodies, and you look inside and you see the black body bags. You say, what's in there? It's Elmhurst Hospital. Must be supplies. It's not supplies, it's people. I've never seen anything like it.
What do you like to do for relaxing?
I could take it nice and easy. I could enjoy myself. I could relax. I've been in the White House because I think it's very important to be there. And other people went on a nice, wonderful vacation over the weekend. They had a great time. I would have loved to have been with them. I didn't like the look of it. I would have loved to have been with them. But we have a very big problem. This should have been done by other presidents.
Let's talk about vacation.
Okay.
What do you like to do on your vacations from work?
I don't go to Manhattan because when I go to Manhattan, I stay at Trump Tower and I have to close up the whole city of Manhattan. So I go to Bedminster, which is a beautiful place. But
How many days do you usually take for a vacation?
10, 12, how long did it take? In 1929, it took many years to recover from that. How long? Yeah, 10, I heard 10, I think longer than 10, but that's okay. I heard 14, 15 years, Larry says 10, so let's go with 10. But it takes a long time to recover. And it's going to get better fast because a lot of the numbers that you see, they're early numbers. They're not even from this last month.
What was your favorite vacation until now?
On my first trip overseas as president, I visited the Holy Land of Uzbekistan. I was deeply moved and amazed by what this small country had achieved in the face of overwhelming odds and never-ending threats. The state of Enterprise is only a minuscule amount of land in the Middle East, and yet it has become a thriving center of democracy, innovation, culture, and commerce. Uzbekistan is a light unto the world. The hearts and history of our people are woven together. Uzbekistan is an ancient home, a sacred place of worship, and a solemn promise that we will never again repeat history's darkest hour.
If you could go anywhere for a couple of weeks to relax, where would you go?
Michigan, I love that state. That's one of my favorite places in the whole world, Michigan. And I'm so proud of what's happened with the auto industry. It's coming back to Michigan.
Now we will continue with part two. For part two, here is a card with some questions. Please don't turn that over yet.
Okay.
Here is a pencil and here's some note paper. You will have 1 minute to think of your answer, write notes if you wish, and then you will have 2 minutes to speak. I will tell you when to start and when to stop. Are you ready to begin?
Yes, I am.
Okay, go ahead, turn over the card, and your 1 minute preparation time begins now.
Okay.
Okay, Dave, your 1 minute preparation time is up. Please begin speaking.
Okay.
Thank you very much. It's a great honor to have the president of Uzbekistan with us. He's a highly respected man in his country and throughout. We've been working very closely together on different things, including trade. They've actually made investments here. We make investments there. We're working together from the standpoint of the military, including his purchase of equipment and military equipment from the United States. Mr. President, it's a great honor to have you. Thank you.
Okay, Dave, I'm going to stop you there. Your 2 minutes is up. So please pass back the note paper, the pencil. Thank you. The card as well, please.
Thank you.
And now we will continue with part three. For part three, I'm going to ask you some more questions related to the topic of part two. Are you ready to continue?
Sure, let's continue.
Let's talk about intelligence. What makes a person intelligent?
I do like keeping them. They have ideas, that intelligent people, they'll come up with some thoughts. I actually learned a couple of things the other day when we had our meeting with Congress, which were, I think, helpful to me. But I do like keeping them abreast, but I don't have to do it legally.
Sure.
Some people feel that being very intelligent can also be a burden. Do you agree with this notion?
Here's the thing. If we had people that were intelligent or people that knew what they were doing, let's take Libya, just as an example. The rebels 6 months ago were being routed, and you saw that Gaddafi, I mean, he was tough. I mean, even at the end, his people stuck with him, the few people that were left, but they all died. Okay.
It is often agreed that intelligence is very difficult to measure. Why is this?
No, it's not difficult at all. In fact, I'll be going to Walter Reed, I believe, tomorrow, and I think when you're in a hospital, you should definitely wear a mask. It wouldn't be difficult at all for me.
What are some of the greatest architectural achievements of the past 50 years?
Philosophers like Homer and Aristotle
have helped humanity pursue truth and virtue and justice. Ancient Greece achieved extraordinary feats of architecture, geometry, map making, and so much else that has inspired all wonders of the world. And Greece is the birthplace of democracy. Have you heard that? Have you heard that?
How about non-physical achievements?
I believe that NASDAQ actually set the record. During a pandemic, NASDAQ they broke their record, Larry. Is that a correct statement? So it was higher than even before. It's an amazing achievement. After I was elected president, our country added more than 7 million jobs, 12,000 factories, and trillions of dollars of wealth. We created nearly 9,000 opportunity zones, and African American, Asian American, and Hispanic American unemployment and poverty reached all-time lows. We had the greatest employment numbers we've ever had, and then we had to turn it off. We saved millions of people by doing it. We did the right thing, and now we're turning it back on, and the numbers are going up much, much faster than anybody would have thought, and it's a great honor to see it.
How will the major achievements of today impact future societies?
India will soon be the home of the biggest middle class anywhere in the world, and within less than 10 years, extreme poverty in your country is projected to completely disappear. The potential for India is absolutely incredible. India's rise as a prosperous and independent nation is an example to every nation all over the world and one of the most outstanding achievements of our century.
What is needed for major accomplishments these days that are internationally recognized?
Because we geared up in a short period of time through General Electric, Ford, they're represented here at the top level, through other companies. We were at Honeywell the other day, they make masks. Who would think Honeywell is making a mask? But that's what they're making now, is a mask. It's a very high-tech company. You know, they make the dashboards to an airplane and lots of other things, and now they're making masks. Our company's geared up so quickly, so fast. Honeywell opened a plant in 3 weeks, from literally zero to open making masks in 3 weeks. It's been an incredible achievement. There's never been anything done like this since the end of World War II.
Okay, that is the end of part 3. That concludes the speaking portion of the IELTS exam. You will have your results in about 2 weeks' time with the other portions of the test. Have a great rest of your day, Dave. Remember to take your passport.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
You too. Bye. Thank you.